Howdy, this is Tom, the Disabled Prepper. Welcome back. I'm going to present to you some advice that was given to me by one of the people in my groups, and I'm going to follow her advice because it seems to make sense to me for the most part, at least follow it as much as I am able. The advice she gave to me was that she and her family are going to kind of hunker down couple of days before the election and plan for it at least a couple of days after the election. And that includes, if possible, not going to work, having specific preps already ready, so to speak, rather than like in storage or in deep storage. And they are preparing for most of your standard type of situations like civil unrest, preparing even for something in terms of like a hurricane, where you have the potential for loss of communications. You have roads being out, for instance, or fallen trees or something like that. The reasoning behind all of this, of course, is with the high potential for civil unrest surrounding this election. We don't really know what we're going to expect. Here in Phoenix, for the most part, we didn't suffer any great amount of burning, looting, and murdering that had happened like in California and Seattle and Portland, of course. We did experience some, from what I understand. I've spoken specifically with police officers regarding that, but nothing on the scale that was experienced in other communities, in other cities, towns, or states. Now, I know my subscribers and my viewers are from other areas other than Phoenix, and so each of you will have to take into account your specific location, and maybe the advice to you isn't even any good to you. Now, for me, I have a bit of an issue because I work election day. I have a closing shift. Fortunately, it's a closing shift from 4 to 9 on Tuesday. So I won't be able to completely hunker down, but I am going to make sure, for instance, like I said, my car's full of gas. I'm going to have all my contact numbers written down on a piece of paper, so if cell phone service is unavailable, I could still potentially reach them by landline. I'm bringing out some of my deeper stores, the things like my dual fuel stove, which normally I wouldn't have readily available, but with the potential for electricity being off, I want to be able to, use my stove. I want to be able to prepare my meals as regular. I'm going to keep now when I do my videos, I have my shades open because I need the light to come in, so to shine the light on this beautiful face and this wonderful hair. And I'd hate to have any of you miss that, with poor lighting. However, in the days of the hunker down, so to speak, I'm going to keep my shades closed. I'm going to keep as always, keep my firearm close at hand, as we should at all times, of course. And I'm also in process tonight. I'm going to be replacing the 7.5-inch barrel on my AR pistol with a 10.5-inch barrel. Eventually, I hope to get a different can for it so that I don't feel so much of the debris and heat from the round going off that I do. And that's part of the reason why I'm going with a 10.5-inch barrel rather than a 7.5. So, anyway, take this bit of advice for whatever you want to do with it. We each should know our own specific communities, our own specific areas, and we can respond accordingly, hopefully. I mean, that's what we're preppers for anyway, right? So, but it seemed to be good advice to me, and for the most part, I'm not going to be on high alert because, like I say, Phoenix didn't experience any of the real trouble that has happened in other areas, but there is a very strong, tremendous push to turn Arizona blue. So, at the same time, even though there may not be burning, looting, and murdering like in other areas of our country, there could still be some civil unrest that I want to be prepared for it. And of course, always have plenty of water stored up, and just let's be ready for that. Anyway, I appreciate you watching my videos. Share them if you think they have any value. I have 78 subscribers now. You probably saw that video. So we're doing another giveaway. Like, share, subscribe, as they say. And most of all, remember to keep your nose in the wind and your eyes along the skyline. Until we meet again. Bye.